I'm having second thoughts, there's a question I ask myself often. Am I making the brave choice today? Actually, it's not even a question as much as it is a challenge. A challenge to do the uneasy thing, which is the first step that could lead anywhere. Imagine a crossroads. So you have one path, which is well paved and familiar, and the other one, which is kind of rocky and mysterious. Now, doing the brave choice would mean choosing the second path. And it's not about doing the uneasy thing, it's about doing the thing that could lead to a fuller life with the most adventures. It's a familiar sensation, that nagging doubt that creeps in just as you are about to ask for a promotion, just as you are about to go someplace new, just as you are about to organize a trip or talk to a new person. It's the shadow that looms over every decision we make that involve even the slightest risk. That fear, that doubt, that keeps us up at night, wondering, what if? Imagine yourself standing on a big stage. The spotlight is on you, the audience is ready, you have everything prepared, the performance, everything, the speech. But just as you are about to open your mouth to say anything, to say what you have to say, doubt creeps in and asks, are you sure we can do this? And to be fair, it's not just about big decisions, big events. It's also about the everyday choices that we make. It's the pause that you make before sending a new message to someone who you just met that could lead to a great friendship. It's the reluctance to join a new class where you're going to be obviously a beginner. Or it's the hesitation to go into a room and start a new hobby with people that are experts and you're the only novice there. But why the hell is this doubt so influential on us? The fear of rejection, the anxiety of failure, the worries that not being good enough is always a possibility. These are all insecurities that we deal with. This is nothing new. But this fear has bonded itself so deeply with these that we just can't escape anymore. And these aren't just passing concerns. These are fears deeply rooted that can dictate our actions and thus make up our life. If we give in to this agitation, we will miss out on opportunities to grow, to learn, to meet new people that could become really important in our lives. We miss out on experiences that can bring us joy, satisfaction, and a sense of achievement. So how do we confront this agitation? First, we must recognize it for what it actually is. A natural response to the unknown. And it's okay. It's a challenge. What's the worst that can happen? More often than not, the worst case scenario never comes to fruition. However, the best case scenario sometimes can come into reality, and it's better than we have ever imagined. As I was writing the script, I remembered a quote by Seneca. We suffer more in our imagination more often than in reality. And it's true. Every person that you admire, every hero that you look up to, they all face the same doubts, the same fears, the same agitation. The difference is that they moved on. They surpassed it. And that's what you should do, and I should do, and everyone else, in order to live the life that we want. Building bravery is similar to learning how to swim. First, dipping your toes in, and then you go deeper and deeper and deeper until one day you realize that you're doing laps around the pool or around the ocean. That would be a funny sight. And when you do something that scares you a little bit, don't just brush it off like an everyday item. Oh, this is normal for me. No, celebrate it. Reinforce it by celebrating in any way that makes you feel like a champion. This is the feeling that we chase in order to build a greater life. But here's the kicker. Not everything, every time will go as planned. You will fall, you will stumble, you will fail. But you just gotta laugh it off and just move on. That's the spirit that we need. I'm not saying to do everything by yourself and be a lone wolf. But remember when we were kids and we dared each other to do crazy things all the time? Having someone to cheer you on can make all the difference. You need these people in your life to cheer you and push you to your best. And before you take the first step, close your eyes and visualize it going fantastic and put some feeling into it as well. It's like when you had that road trip or that thing, that event that you were excited for in the past, when someone first came up with the idea and then you guys were planning it and everything was so exciting and you were thinking all of all the cool stuff you can do. It was amazing, right? That's what you need. That's what you need to see in your mind. It might be scary, but that's what making the brave choice feels like. Afterwards, take a moment to reflect on what you have experienced. Ask yourself, how did it go? Why did it go so well? How did it make you feel? After every adventure, sit and talk about it. This is how we grow. So that's what I think about making the brave choice. It's about all the little moments, all the little things that add up. It's about the support of friends. It's about the thrill of the jump and not letting fear hold you back from living and doing what you need to do to live a greater life. Now, what are you going to do? What are you hesitating to do? Think about it. And if you ever want to talk, you can send me a message on Instagram. I'll put it in the link. Remember, making the brave choice isn't about being fearless. It's about being honest with yourself, about what you want, and going after it every single time, even when it's hard. It's about tilting the balance more in favor of courage and bravery rather than fear.